How to create songs with Suno AI step by step. If you're completely new to Suno AI and want to understand how it actually works without getting confused, this beginner tutorial will walk you through everything step by step. We'll start from the basics and cover how Suno generates music, how prompts and lyrics work, how to choose styles and moods, and how to get usable results without wasting time on credit. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of Suno AI, what it's good at, what its limits are, and how beginners should realistically use it. Let's start from scratch and break it down properly. Now, before creating anything, it's important to understand what Suno AI is actually generating and what it is not. Suno AI creates complete songs using AI, meaning vocals, lyrics, melody, instruments, and structure are all generated together. You are not composing notes or mixing tracks manually. Instead, you guide the AI using text instructions, styles, and lyrics. This also means you're not controlling every detail. Suno works best when you treat it like a creative collaborator. As a beginner, your goal is not perfection, it's learning how to guide the AI clearly so it produces usable songs. So in order to get started, what you need to do first of all is create your free Suno AI account. For that, open up your browser and go to the official Suno AI website. So here we are on our web browser. We're going to type in Suno AI and then we're going to go to Suno. On the home page, you'll see an option to sign up or log in like we have over here. Click on sign up and create a free account using your email or a supported login option. Once logged in, you'll land on the main dashboard like this one over here. This is where all song creation happens, so don't worry about exploring too much yet. But basically in this area, what we have is we have up at the top over here a button labeled create. So when you click on this button, you can start creating your own song. And this is basically when you're creating, this is where you're going to be spending most of your time. So you're going to come over to Suno and then you're going to start creating, click on this button and start creating whatever it is that you want to create. And then you also have the search area when you can search, where you can search up anything that you need to. Down here, we're letting know about Suno Studio, that it is a new product and the studio is here, and you can go ahead and explore the studio here. When you go down, you have the For You section where you have some songs suggested for you. You also have the suggested creators that you can view, and you also have trending audios. So you can view these, you can play any of these, and as for the creators, you can follow them and go through their profiles. And when you go down, you have remix contests as well. So there are some remix contests that are going on, and you have collaborators, you have the contest winners, and you have their playlists that you can check out. So this is also interesting. And then when you go down, you have some hooks that you can discover. You have featured songs down here, best of V5, and some staff picks as well. And then at the very bottom, you have new songs, and then more categories, any trending playlists and any top categories. So you have all of these playlists. So a lot of music content available here and ready to consume, ready to browse through, ready to be entertained with or relate to or take inspiration from and mix together and all of that. So a lot of content is available down here in Suno and organized according to category. And that is what we have at home. So here you have your account information displayed, and you can go to your profile and you can change up the theme to light or dark or system if you want to do that. And then we're on home right now. So after home, you have the create area where you can get creating at. So let's just go over to create. And then this is what the creating workspace looks like. Here you can get creating and start creating your own songs. Now this side panel, I can collapse this to the side here and we can start viewing our workspace. Now for this area over here, and this workspace here have been divided. They've been split here, and you can adjust this area to your preference. Now, this area is organized in a simple manner. You can also customize this layout if you need to. And from here, you can decide which model you want to be working on. You have all these options, and you have this one. The rest of them are pro. So you have a lot of models here, which you can select from depending on what it is you were trying to create and what you want to focus on more inside of it. So because we here are over here for the first time, everything is pretty neat and clean and clear. Been using this space before, you may also see some tabs for your previously generated songs, any previous likes or saved tracks. So you may view those tabs, and then also don't change any advanced settings yet. We're going to keep everything simple for your first few songs. So we're not going to go into any advanced settings for now. So over here, we'll be creating our first song. And for that, you're going to give a song description down here. Now here, they're suggesting us, they're indicating a kind of description that you can put in. Right here, it says reflective marimba song about being left on red. So that's a description that they have suggested. We can go with this or put in our own. And then down here, you can add in any additional descriptions, such as the audio. So if you click here, you can upload any audio, or you can record any audio that you want it to use as reference, or you want it to include. Then you have lyrics. So when you click on lyrics, you can add in any lyrics. You can write some lyrics or any prompt, or you can even leave it blank if you want to not include any lyrics and you want to have a instrumental kind of song. Then you can go towards adding the style. So you can add in any style description. Here it says introspective or 2020s, production, clear nylon guitar, jazz rap. So you're going to add in more details on the kind of style that you want for your song. And here you can press here and add introspective. You can click this and add the 2020s, the suggestions actually, and you can add in anything more that you want to. So maybe slowcore, and then it starts adding on to the description. Now you can ask the AI to help you with it, or you can delete any of this. If you've included something you didn't want to, you can go into your bookmarks or add more to your bookmarks and then undo something. So I'm just gonna delete this because I don't want to add in the style. And then you can go down and you can even choose a song to remix. So you can add in a song, click here and choose the song that you would like to remix. Now what you want to remix is, you can decide a song to remix from the staff picks. You can decide to remix a song from the For You section. So go through those songs and you can select any song to remix, or you can even go into the library and select a song from there if you have built your library. So if you want to remix any song, you can select a song and you can add that here and you can remix that. Then you have advanced options, but we're not going to go into those. And then lastly, you can enter in your song title, which is optional. You don't have to give it a title as of yet, but you can add in the song title and then save it anywhere. And then once you've added in all of that information, you're going to click on the create button right here. But because we have not added in anything, we cannot create yet. So we're going to add in the details. Now you also have other sections. So before we did go to audio and I showed you that you can upload or record an audio. And then we went towards the lyrics. So we came down here. And then you also have persona here. So you can imitate a vocal or instrument. So if you go to persona, you can add in personas, but you need the pro plan for that. And you can enter in any persona that you want it to copy, any vocals that you want it to imitate, or any instrument that you want imitated here. You can add in the persona, but you need to upgrade for that. And then you also have inspo. So you can use songs to inspire your creation. You can add in the inspiration right in here, and then you can use that inspiration to create the song that you wanted to create in the first place. So this is also, you need to upgrade for that feature, but once you do, you can view that, you can access that as well. And right now, because we're going into all the details on our own, we are in the custom section and we're not in the simple one. So if we go back to simple, we can just add in a simple song description and then we can start creating. So let's add in our own song description. So here I'm going to paste in my own song description, and it says we need a song which is a calm acoustic song about feeling hopeful after a hard year, soft vocals, emotional mood. So that is the song description. And then let's just go down here and click on create, hoping that we get our song. So this is the prompt box where you're supposed to describe the song that you want. This is where most beginners make mistakes by writing either too little or too much. So you don't want to write too much about the kind of song you want, and you don't want to write in too little about the song that you want to write. You want to start off simple. So for example, type something like I have typed over here, that you need a calm song and about this feeling hopeful, and then include soft vocals and emotional mood. So that is a simple description. It's not too much, it's not too less. Do not add complex technical terms yet. Suno understands plain language better than music theory. So once the prompt is ready, you want to leave the lyrics on auto for now and then create. So the lyrics we have not added in ourselves, and we just want to get the song without adding in any lyrics of our own for now. And then just wait for Suno to process the request. This may take a short moment depending on traffic. And then here we go. These are our results. Suno usually generates more than one version of the same song. So here we have one song over here and it is a minute long. It's called After This Storm, and you can edit the title if you like, and you need to upgrade to hear the full song. And then it also has a description. So it says folk, gentle finger-picked acoustic guitar, and warm upright bass, soft male vocals close to the mic, intimate verses with subtle room reverb. And that is the description. Then you have the second version that is also a minute long, has the same title, and it has the same description as well, but it would be a little bit different once we listen to it. Then we have the third option. It has a different title. It's called After This Year. And then the description for this is a little bit different. It says folk, gentle acoustic ballad with soft male vocals, close mic'd guitar, and subtle finger style patterns. Intimate verses stay almost whispered. Then if we go down, we have this one was a 3 minutes and 46 seconds long, and this one is 3 minutes and 14 seconds long with the same title and a same description. So these are our options basically for songs. We have the option of remixing and editing these ones. So you can make a cover out of it, extend it, mash up, adjust the speed and crop it and all of that. So we can edit this. And then when you go to more on the menu, you can remix, create, and then add to queue, add to playlist, and publish, get more song details, share, download, all of that. So we'll get into that, but first we're going to listen to the songs. So I'm just going to play this first song over here. We're going to get a preview of this one. Let's just play that. In the sink from the days I could barely get by some kind. The sky's a little lighter than it was before. I can feel my chest get wider, breathing in once more. All right, so that sounds pretty nice. The music is good and the lyrics are also there, and it's really exactly according to the vibe that I wanted, the kind of mood that I wanted to create with my song description. So it matches exactly the song description, and this is so neat, really impressive how you can just put in a small description and get the song. So listen to this song, then let's listen to the other version. Mugs in the sink from the day, deep in the middle of no talking, cracks in the ceiling, hoping for some kind. And then there we have our second version of this same song. Now let's go over to our third option that we have called After This Year, and let's play this one. Funny how broken things can hold more of the light this year. Still standing, heart bruised, but it's landing on hope again. Okay, and the third one, and now let's go for the fourth one. Too scared to dream anything warm. Now I leave space on the pill for the stranger I've become. Water the plant. So right now what I played were just little snippets of the songs, but what you want to do is listen to each version very carefully from start to finish. Pay attention to the vocal clarity, the song structure, for example, whatever was in the intro, or how the chorus is, what the verses are. Look for mood consistency, and you're only going to be able to see that or catch that once you listen to the whole version carefully from start to finish. You want to see you want to check it for the mood consistency. And then in the end, you want to make sure that you go through whether the lyrics make sense. So are the lyrics making sense? Are they going well together? Or is, every verse related to another? And if it's really going with your description, or if it's fitting what you wanted to create in the first place. So this is something you really want to spend your time on and go through all the details, go through the vocal clarity, the song structure, the mood consistency, and the lyrics. Once you do that and you are done with that, then save or like the version that feels closest to what you want. So save that version. And then, for example, if this is the song that I want to work on, I have it down here. So let's say this is the song that I want to work on. Then I'll select this and then I can get more details on my song over here. So this is the title image that they've put in here. And then this is the title of the song. You can add in a caption as well. Then if you go down, you have a description, a detailed description on what the song is like. And if you go down, you also have the verses. So you have verse 1, and then you have the chorus, and then you have verse 2, and then the chorus, and the bridge as well. So you can go through all of the lyrics, and you can even copy the lyrics here and you can paste them. You can save the lyrics and use them for maybe a different song, or use them for a different version of the song that you want these lyrics to be in, because you have the option of adding in lyrics. So you can keep the same description or change up the description and add in different lyrics, and however creative you want to get with that. So you have the lyrics down here and you have these details. Next, if you go down here, you can either like or dislike the song just for memory, and then you can even share the song. If you go to the three dots, you have more options on the menu here where you can remix or edit the song, and you can open it up in the editor. You can change the cover, you can extend the song, you can mash it up, you can use this sample, you can sample this song, you can also adjust the speed, you can use different styles and lyrics, you can crop this if you have the pro version, and you can replace a certain section as well if you have pro. Then you can go towards creating, and you can create, you can go into more details on the creation, and then you can also add this to queue. You can add it to a playlist, or you can move it to a workspace. Now you can move this whole song to a workspace, you can move it to workspace, and then you can start working on the song. You can also publish it as it is and access more song details, or generate the cover art. So you can ask AI to generate the cover art for this. And then you can also set the visibility and permissions. So you can allow comments, you can allow remixes, or you can pin this to your profile. So this is going to be, you can allow comments. This song is going to be public, and then you can allow comments on it, or you can allow other people to remix this as well. Then you can share this. And lastly, the most important, that once you like your song and you're happy with it and you want to save it, you just click on download. Now you can download this as an MP3 audio or a WAV audio. But for that, you need to have Pro, and you can also download it as a video, but you need Pro for that as well. So we'll just download it as an MP3 audio, and we'll keep our song downloaded and safe for us to use, edit, post, or later, whatever it is that we want to do. So we're going to save our audio, and if you don't like it, if you don't like the other versions, then you can move those to trash. So right now I'm going to just download. Remember that only Pro and Premier songs are eligible for commercial use. So if you want to do that, you should upgrade, and then the song will be upgraded as well. You can click here and upgrade, or you can download anyway if you want to keep the song just for personal use. Now, because we like the song, we've downloaded it and we're going forward with it. But in case if your song sounds random or chaotic, that means your prompt is probably unclear. So you want to go back to your prompt box and rewrite it slightly. So you're going to go back here and you're going to edit your prompt a little bit and change that. You want to add clarity and not length. So don't try to make it longer and add a longer description, just add more clarity. So instead of writing sad song, write slow sad song, or slow song, which is sad, or something like that. And then add in descriptions on whether you want to keep soft vocals and simple instruments. And that is going to make sure that it stays the style that you want. Because writing in just sad song would make it really vague, and a song could be sad, but it doesn't necessarily have to be slow to be sad. So you want to add in clarity and don't leave a lot of room for confusion. So then after editing your prompt, click on create again down here, and then you can compare the results to what you created before and what has been created after, and then use this trial and error process. This is normal and it is expected of you to use this trial and error process and go through the process, experiment and learn what is working well for you, what is not working well. If maybe your prompts aren't good, then you can improve that. If your expectations aren't correct, or if the combinations that you're trying to create are causing problems, then you can correct that. And then in the end, you will reach a result that you will like. Another powerful feature in Suno is generating multiple versions of the same idea. So you can keep the lyrics the same, but slightly change the mood, the genre, or the energy level. This is going to help you understand how flexible your idea is and which direction works best. So save multiple versions and compare them later. Free accounts usually come with limited credits. Each generation uses credits, so avoid random experimenting early on. And before clicking on create, always read your prompt once. Ask yourself, does this clearly describe the song I want? Being intentional saves credits and it also saves time. So just make sure that you avoid some of these beginner mistakes when you are starting off on Suno. Make sure that you avoid writing extremely long prompts. Like I told you before, make sure that you avoid mixing too many genres. So try to make sure you don't do that. Avoid expecting studio quality results. Avoid regenerating endlessly without changing prompts. Suno works best when guided clearly and patiently. Suno is best used for demo songs, background music, creative inspiration, content creation, and personal projects. So this is not a replacement for professional music production, and that's okay. When used correctly, it saves time and unlocks creativity. If you treat Suno as a creative assistant instead of a magic button, you'll enjoy it much more. Focus on learning how prompts, lyrics, and styles interact. The more intentional you are, the better your results will be. And that is how beginners should realistically approach Suno AI.